How excited are you just to finally get going here?
This is what you work for. You get 11 guaranteed football games. You work all year for those 11 guaranteed. So, you can't take it for granted. When we came in Sunday practice, this is why we put the time in the off season. This is why we put the time in the summertime, to play this season. And so don't take it for granted. And then stay focused. The one thing you got to make sure when you're preparing teams is, what type of mindset are they going into the game? And, for us, our mindset always has to be is focus on the day, win the day. Did we win Tuesday's practice? Now we got to come back and we got to win Wednesday's practice. So that's going to be, our mantra all year is focus on the day and focus on winning that day.
Every week, I know you want to get better. You've preached that over the last few years. But week one is critical in that you want to make a statement, not just to your own team, but to people in the area. What do you want this team to do to make a statement in week number one against Duquesne at home in front of your crowd?
I want them to see the effort and the work that our young men have put in the past 7 months. They've had to learn some tough lessons the last 2 seasons. And, for me, I get excited because, get to see our young men play. And, as a coach, you want to make sure you put them in the best situation you can. Did we prepare strength-wise, conditioning-wise? Did we prepare making sure that they understand every situation, that we can play fast? For us, we want to make sure that we represent the Valley, we represent Youngstown. So on the field, I want to play with physicality. I want to play with grit. I want to be able to have mental toughness that deals with the highs and lows of a football game. So when we get to the game on Saturday, we're preparing for a 60-plus minute game, 4 quarters. We're playing a team that played week 0. You make your greatest strides as a team between game 1 and game 2. Well, we haven't had game 1 yet. They have. They've gone down to Florida State, just like they did last year. They went down to TCU, and then they come back the next week and drive down to Athens, Ohio, and beat a good Ohio University football team. So they've been here before. They know it. They're going to be a lot better this week than they were last week, but we got to focus in on ourselves and making sure we're fundamentally sound this Saturday.
What jumps out about this Duquesne team?
Again, I think they're well coached. Coach Schmidt's been doing it. He's built this program. You look at the last 6 to 8 years, they win 7 or 8 games a year. So they're used to these type of travels. They're, like I said, they're used to going down to Texas. They're used to going down to Tallahassee and coming back and playing a game the next week. Shoot, they're going to Hawaii, but they're very well coached. Our kids know that, very well coached, fundamentally sound. They're just like us. They pick up some good transfers that can help them. Their quarterback is smart, heady, can throw the football. Has great pocket awareness, and they established a running game, and they do a great job in the run game. So, and then their safeties, I really like the Joseph young man at safety, and number 9, their defensive end, Todd Hill. What a great motor, great player. When you look at a guy like that playing, and he just goes hard each and every day, our kids better be ready for a 60-plus minute game.
I would assume with a real off season, for the first time since you've been here, this is probably the most prepared and ready you've been for a season. But maybe specifically, what gives you confidence going into this year from what you've seen over the last 6 months?
I think we've made huge growth. And we needed to. I mean, we weren't very good defensively. We haven't earned anybody's respect, on the field. So for us, I think we need to take huge jumps defensively and stopping the run and scoring defense. Offensively, yeah, we could run the ball last year, but could we pass the football? So, for us to be able to go on the field and get an evaluation against an opponent, that's what I want to see. I want to see we focused in on those things in the spring. Where are we right now? And I think this team each week, you talk about the fans, I think you're going to see this team get better as the season goes because we still got some young guys. Demetri Crenshaw is starting his, second year as a redshirt sophomore. So you're going to see growth in those areas. And that's why I'm excited to see us growth. And, this week, this Saturday, we got to be a lot better than we were the past couple weeks in practice.
Have you seen that with Demetri? Going from year 1 to year 2, because he had such a great season last year. He won't sneak up on anybody this year. People know who he
Yeah, he knows. He knows, he goes, gosh, I don't know how I played, the 10 games last year with what I know now. And sometimes when you throw people in games before they're ready, we got some good young quarterbacks now. I hope I don't have to play them for 2 years. And in those 2 years, they're learning and getting ready. We have some offensive linemen. We had to throw them into the fire before they had to. Now we got 3 offensive linemen, or threes, who they're going to be very good football players for us, but I don't have to throw them in the fire. So, those guys had to learn the hard way. They had to take, some shots to the chin, get knocked down, get picked up, but now they've had that off season to prepare. And I think they're anxious to see how they do this Saturday, knowing that they had all that time to prepare for it.